What is good, y'all? So, Portland's really hot right now, and our house only has a little window unit air conditioner. And so the last 2 days we've had like all the house closed off except the living room, and, and trying to stay cool. It was like 112 yesterday. It's supposed to be like 115 today. I called out of work today because by right now the shop is probably 130 degrees inside of it. I am sweating just talking to y'all right now. It's bad. It's bad. But other than that, things are going good. We have a big beach trip planned for not next weekend, but the weekend after that. We're gonna go out to the Oregon coast. We're gonna get a Airbnb, and we're gonna make a weekend of it. It's gonna be awesome. And swimming in the ocean. I'm looking forward to that cold ass water. Let me tell you what. But yeah, for those who don't believe in climate change, like, come to Portland. You'll believe in fucking climate change real quick. And you know, can't help but worry about our unsheltered neighbors out here because there's a lot of them. Um, you know, it's really shitty. Um, the material conditions. It's really fucking shitty when people are forced to live in tents in 112-degree weather. But it's real life. That's late stage capitalism for you. People are more concerned about the image that homeless folks give their city rather than being concerned about the actual homeless folks themselves. And they will spend millions of dollars on anti-homeless architecture, instead of spending that same money on housing them. Imagine that. It's wild. It's fucking wild, and it doesn't sit right with me. But there's nothing I can really do to change it from where I'm at. And that weighs pretty heavy on me too, because if the people making decisions were on board with being empathetic and helping the homeless people out rather than villainizing them, we wouldn't be in a situation where I guarantee you several homeless people lost their lives yesterday and will lose their lives today because of this heat. It's miserable. It's absolutely miserable. And it's not like dry heat in the desert. There's humidity, and it's like Oklahoma or East Texas or Louisiana heat. It's swampy and muggy and just and like, while I know what needs to be done, I don't have the means by which to do it. And it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart that I can't help the people in need, it's one thing going out and getting a case of water, but it's a completely different thing to organize and use direct action to get results. And unfortunately, I am just one trans girl in a sea of people who feel the same way. And it gets me to the fact that there's no rallying point for the left anymore. The rallying point for the left seems to be arguing with each other over over each other's fucking personal ideologies. And either way, it's not the time to argue over the end result because we haven't even started the beginning result. You know what I mean? Like, we got a bunch of commies bitching about shit on the internet, and a lot of us are organizing on a local level, and that's cool. But it seems like there's so many more fucking leftists who want to spend their time arguing what needs to be done rather than actually doing it. And it's all dependent on the resources available. And me being a single mother who only makes $16 an hour, I don't have a lot of options for helping, you know. And this happens every time I do mushrooms. Like I have a great trip, and then I get all sad in my feels because I can't do what I want to do to help the people that need the help, you know. And I think a lot of it, you know, I'm reading pretty heavy into it because, like I said, I took the day off today because I texted my boss at 5:30 this morning and said, hey, I'm not coming in because I'm not trying to die of a heat stroke. And you know what he told me back? He said, yeah, I'm only going to be there for about an hour today too. And you know, that's cool, but it puts me in a situation where I don't have my tasks at work to keep my mind from wandering. And being as the way I'm hardwired is very empathetic and very emotional at times, because that EV, that injectable estradiol, like, it is so much better than the estradiol tabs, but it's so much better than the estradiol tabs, so it's got me in touch with a lot of emotions, and they're intense, you know. I just did my shot a few days ago, you know what I mean, like on Friday. So, you know, like, I can't help but just like weep for these people who need help. They need help. They're not homeless because they want to be. I mean, sure, some folks are. Some folks want to live under the stars and stuff like that. That's cool, but most of them are not. Most of them are victims of late-stage capitalism and what it does to you. Because we all know that capitalism it's designed to work you till you die and can be replaced by the children you make. That's why, you know, cishet normativity, like especially in the family life, is so desperately pushed by the capitalist class, is so you can make your replacements. You know what I mean? If these capitalists could, they'd have women just popping out babies onto a fucking assembly line, you know, like, and not onto the assembly line to be packaged. I'm talking about onto the assembly line to work it, you know, like. And these poor folks, they're victims of late stage capitalism because their rent got raised, because their neighborhood got gentrified, because a million different things. And if you come to Portland, the gentrification up here is very, very real. And, you know, these fucking upper class, you know, wealthy, well-to-do white folks who think it would be fun to live on MLK Boulevard and turn a traditionally black neighborhood into too expensive to afford, they know exactly what they're doing, but they don't care. They don't care. And this is why liberals, neolibs are such trash, is because they value their property and their comfort over the well-being of others who are misplaced, displaced, or misproportionately fucked with over their decision to gentrify a neighborhood, because that makes the property taxes go up, that makes property values go up, and next thing you know, where rent on a little 2-bedroom house was, you know, $1,000 a month, it's now fucking 1,900, you know. And like me, if I work 40 plus hours a week, I only bring home about $2,300 a month, and you know, that's not good enough. It's not good enough. Like, my hourly wage for like legit skilled labor is nowhere near good enough. And, you know, I've learned to live with it. Because you can have all the best intentions in the world to revolt, but until other people are on the same level, it would be a fool's errand to revolt. You know, like, we need bartering power. We need deal-making power. We need I hate to use capitalist terms, but we need like collateral. We need fucking something to come to the table with. And unfortunately for the working class, the only thing we can come to the table with is uniting and fucking overthrowing the millionaire class. But we have so many motherfucking lumpen proles and petty bouge business owners that it's almost never going to happen. These business owners, they dream to have, a bakery, for example. And they're making money hand over fist, but they're only paying their fucking workers, 10 or 12 bucks an hour. And what's worse is a lot of times they'll cut their hours so they don't have to give them full-time benefits. And, it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit because the mentality of the people who run this country is, fuck the plebs. They're replaceable. And it's just heart-wrenching. Especially on a day like this, where you can't see the tears streaming down my face because the sweat is streaming down my face. So if I'm uncomfortable in my first world situation, imagine how folks are having to live in a tent on the side of the freeway. And then I think about all the things that I want to do to help, but I'm not able to do those things. And it hurts. It hurts. And, I try to abide. I do what I can. I stick by my morals. I stick by my ethics. And I do my part to radicalize liberals and conservatives alike, But, ultimately, even if it means helping somebody, if it means sacrificing any of your comfort levels or, whatever the case may be, a lot of people aren't on board with that. So, I don't know. Just a rant today because the heat be like, whoa. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of others. Look out for our unsheltered neighbors as best as you can. And, hopefully this will all be a thing of the past after the revolution. But, I don't see that happening anytime soon. But anyway, solidarity, comrades. Take care of each other. Love you.